It's a known fact that once Drake gives you a cosign, you're most likely going to benefit from the situation. Now it's up to you to keep maintaining your career and being successful. He's definitely going to open doors and create higher platforms and fame level for you. Drake is an actual cheat code when it comes to the music industry. So let's get into a list of artists that Drake applied his modest touch on. The Weeknd is one of the biggest artists in the industry that we know today. Even though Drake didn't actually put him on, he benefited from working with Drake early on in his career, which blew him up even more given the exposure that he needed.
Weekend, baby. Weekend. You don't know what's in store. Know what you're here for.
The Weeknd was making great music. In the early 2010s, that whole OVO XO movement was legendary. They collaborated on multiple tracks, and The Weeknd actually wrote a lot of songs for Drake. Matter of fact, he wrote majority of them songs on the album Take Care, one of Drake's best albums of all time.
Versace, Medusa head on me like I'm Illuminati.
The Migos was already known in the hometown of Atlanta, but when Drake hopped on that record Versace, it took them to the next level. They received more exposure and a bigger bag. They maintained a wave, and the Migos became the top rap group. Even though nowadays they fell out with each other, and sadly the passing of Takeoff, but in their prime, the Migos was something serious. Fetty Wap was another one. Y'all remember that song My Way?
Baby, won't you come my way?
Even though Fetty was making noise already, having hits on hits, that remix by Drake outgrew the original song, and it took off that year. Fetty had a good run. While it lasted, he definitely wasn't a one-hit wonder, but eventually he started falling off, and the income wasn't the same no more, and he went into a different route that got him arrested. That's the thing. Drake has the power to boost and support you, but it's ultimately the artist's responsibility to sustain the attention and credibility to thrive in the industry. Black Boy, he's best known for his song Look Alive that Drake was featured on back in 2018, which peaked at number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. That sent Black Boy up, but unfortunately, he couldn't maintain the hype and shortly fell off. A$AP Rocky already had a name and he was mad popular in New York. By Drake put him under his wing, it made him more mainstream and boost up his image.
The only person that put on for me when I ain't have nobody was Drake. I'm talking about Drake was the first person to put on like before anybody. He didn't want to sign me.
Yeah.
He didn't want to, it was like, yo, that's raw talent, yo. Like I forever owe Drake.
Even though A$AP Rocky not in the music scene like that no more, he transferred over into the fashion world. Him and Drake is no longer friends, and rumors speculate it's because A$AP Rocky got Rihanna pregnant, and Drake felt betrayed, and that put a tough strain over their friendship. Rappers like Kendrick, J. Cole, Meek Mill, even though he didn't put them on, Drake helped contribute to their success. I feel like they all benefited from each other around that era. Lil Baby was heating up in the underground rap scene, which caught Drake's attention, and they collaborated on his song Harder Than Ever, which skyrocketed Lil Baby's career. Lil Baby was definitely Rookie of the Year and was putting out smash hit records. 3 years later, Baby would wrap up the year with the most streamed album in rap music. That little alley hope Drake gave him helped him a lot, and he maintained his wave. One thing about Drake, he definitely keep his ears to the streets and was new and hot. Lil Durk was already known in Chicago, but was putting out hard music, but he wasn't mainstream yet, and he actually did a little fake industry relationship with a female rapper named Dej Loaf, but that publicity stunt didn't work in their favor like they thought it would. And at one point, Durk slowed down. He got dropped from his old label, and his momentum slowly went down too. However, he continued to release hit tracks, including love songs and drill anthems, even though his music wasn't doing mainstream numbers. But once he got that Drake feature on Laugh Now, Cry Later, it debuted at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 with over 400 million views on YouTube right now. Drake was able to help revive Durk wave again. It's the biggest level we ever seen Durk since he been out. Even females that Drake had interest in know what he's capable of. They know anything Drake can touch become a hit. So females like Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, Georgia Smith, SZA, use him for their advantage whenever they got a project coming out or they need help with a song. That's an easy #1 for them. Eventually, Drake started catching on and realizing people only call him is when they need him, which is messed up because at the end of the day, Drake be genuinely helping people. To this day, Drake's still helping new artists to grow and gain more exposure, and he's going to continue to. You got new rappers like Sexy Red, Philly Goats, Cash Cobain, 4Bets, Ice Spice Z, and many more that Drake either mention or collab with. Even if Drake don't hop on your song, just a simple shout out or even a follow can boost your status.
Combination.
He even helped actors and comedians and social media influencers like Drewski, Shiggy, and more. He keeps himself relevant by staying close to youth. Drake's influence is immaculate and he don't get enough credit. You can say what you want about him, but everything he touches turns into gold. It's gonna be a while till we see an artist who really put on in the industry like Drake. For the last decade, he been running the rap game and still doing so. You rockin' with 4 Nagas, and if you made it to the end, you the GOAT. I hope y'all enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it.